Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Buick Cascadia Convertible. We're going to do the Sport Touring trim. Now, before we get into that, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure to click that little notification bell. When you do that, what that means is when I put up new content, you'll be one of the first people to know. Okay, so what's new with the Buick Cascadia for 2019? Really, not a whole lot. It's the Cascadia just came out in 2016, and for 2019, they've done really no notable changes, no notable updates for 2019. Now, what we can see here is that the starting price, the MSRP on the 2019 Cascadia starts at $33,070. The top of the range topping Sport Touring trim, starts at $37,070. And as you can see, the one that they're showing here, which is nicely trimmed, a nicely optioned package, it's $37,195. This is surely the Sport Touring trim, which is what we're going to look at. Why am I choosing this one? Because I want to have the best features. I think these Buicks are great cars. I think they're really affordable. As a matter of fact, I've done quite a few Buicks. I'm going to put a link up to my playlist right now so you can check out the rest of the Buicks that I've done. So yeah, I think the Buick is a great car. I think that you get a lot of car for the money. And so why not go all in and get the Sport Touring trim? You're still going to spend under $40,000, and you're going to have a car that's a convertible that's going to be easily as good as any of the German sedans, quite honestly. So what else do we have here? MPG, 21 city, 29 highway, seats up to 4, top goes down in 17 seconds. Every vehicle, no matter how good it is, this Buick Cascadia is no exception. Every vehicle has pros and cons. Good things about it, bad things about it. And like I said, the Cascadia is no exception. So I've got a few pros and we've got a few cons. And then as you can see here, there's 3 soft top options for the Cascadia. And since we're going to do the Sport Touring trim, that's going to ensure that we're going to have access to all of these soft top options. So pros, 3 pros about the 2019 Cascadia. 1, it's got a large trunk for a convertible. So if you forego being able to lower the top, you've got a lot of trunk space if you're not always putting the top down all the time. Number 2, the soft top offers good sound and temperature insulation. That's important. And number 3, the base model offers plenty of features for the price. And I'm going to get into that. Even though I'm doing the Sport Touring trim, correct, the base model gives you a lot of stuff, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. We can see here, though, that the tops come in 3 trims, ebony, or 3 colors, ebony. Then we have MALBEC, which looks like some shade of red. And then we have sweet mocha, which is obviously more of a brown color. On the con side of things, because we do have some cons, I did give you the pros just a second ago. On the cons, we've got what? We've got 4 of them. Number 1, complicated button layout, and you can actually see that right here. You can see that right in this photo right here. You can also get a good shot of that right up here. Complicated button layout and user interface. That's number 1. Number 2, weight. The weight of the vehicle hurts handling and fuel economy. Number 3, limited out-of-date technology features. Well, that always is going to depend on who you're talking about and who the driver is. So we're not going to always necessarily say that's a con, because maybe you don't want an overabundance of technology, and maybe the features of this Buick Cascadia or their technology is just what you want. So that could be a con for some people and a plus for others. Number 4 on the cons, poor acceleration, especially compared to competitors. Yeah, if the weight is hurting the handling and the fuel economy, then it's certainly going to affect your performance or your 0 to 60 acceleration and your passing speed and things like that. But if that's not a big deal to you, then you don't need to worry about that. Now, as I said, we're doing the Sport Touring trim. It starts at $37,070. You can see it here. Standard features include dynamic twin-spoke black pocket wheels, alloy sport pedals, flat bottom sport steering wheel, and unique interior trim accents. I'm not building the Sport Touring because it's the most expensive one. I'm building out the Sport Touring because it's the one that I would want. It's the one that I would want. But here's the deal. The Cascadia, the base model, the 1SV, here's the deal. 4C convertibles are pricey affairs. So opt for the Cascadia 1SV if you're trying to do this thing on a budget. It's base trim, but here's the deal. You're only losing out on fancy trim colors, but you do still get the same powertrain. You still get the flashy 20-inch wheels, the navigation system, and advanced driver assist systems. This makes it one of the best equipped convertibles for the segment, and it's just a tick over 33 grand. So wherever you, depending on where your budget is, you can get one of these Cascadias. You don't have to get the Sport Touring, and that doesn't mean you're going to miss out on the features. I like the Sport Touring because I like all the sportiness about it. I like the extra flair that they add to the Sport. So let's continue this build and price. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over the features so we can learn more about, so we can really learn everything there really is to know, the core things to know about the Cascadia, so we can make an informed decision when we are building and pricing ours. And then we're going to look at the specs, and then we'll do the build and price, and then we'll wrap this up. So let's take a look at some quick specs first, and then we'll jump over to the features. Okay, so here's some notable spec highlights, right? Here's that MPG, your fuel range, your fuel economy again, 21 city, 29 highway. You've got a 1.6 liter turbo 4-cylinder engine that makes 200 horsepower at 5,500 RPMs. But here's what I'm really worried about, or wondering about. What kind of torque does this engine make, and at what RPM range does it make it at? That's important, and we're going to find that out when we dig into, well, maybe we'll view all the specs so we can get over to that. But here's the deal. Cargo capacity, with the top up, it's 13.4 cubic feet. Top down, 9.8 cubic feet. Takes 17 seconds at speeds of up to 31 miles per hour to put the top down, and seats up to 4 people. Let's actually take a second to jump in those specs because I'm really curious to know about that engine spec. We'll take a look at a few specs, then we'll jump into the features, and then we'll do the build and price. I guess we'll do it a little bit opposite of what I said a few minutes ago. Okay, here's the information we wanted to know. So it makes 200 horsepower at 55 RPMs, or 5,500 RPMs, makes 207 pound-feet of torque from 1,800 RPMs to 4,500 RPMs. What that means is this engine's going to perform good and it's going to pull well. You've got to really be mindful of when engines make their torque, at what RPM range. Turbocharged engines will historically always make their torque at a lower RPM, which is going to make it feel a lot sportier. And so that's what I want to find out. This car is going to feel sporty and snappy around town because of this. It's holding that peak RPMs, or it's going to hold that peak 207 pound-feet of torque from 1,800 RPMs, which is basically just off of idle, really, all the way up to 4,500 RPMs. And that's really right in the sweet spot of where you're going to be, where your engine's going to be operating most of the time. So you're going to have that available torque most of the time. It also has a dual overhead cam engine. It features 16 valves, continuously variable valve timing, and smooth operation, it says. And yeah, smooth operation and enhanced efficiency. It's got a 6-speed automatic transmission. All right, let's get over into the features, and then maybe we'll come back, or let's get back over to all the Buick features, and then maybe we'll come back and look at the specs here in a second, because I don't want to give away things before we go look at the regular features. Before we jump to those features, however, let's take a look at the colors really quick. They've got a nice little display showing all their colors, and so let's take a look at them. Here's the Sport Red with an ebony soft top. So you can see that the slash is the exterior color and then the soft top color. Then you have a Summit White with the ebony top. Or yeah, there's the Summit White with the ebony top. What's next? Then you have the Ebony Twilight Metallic. That just means it's going to have a little more flake and a little more sparkle in that black paint. And then it's mated with a black convertible top, of course. That looks pretty good. Then you have Flip Chip Silver Metallic. That's a really interesting color with a black convertible top. That color actually looks a little blue to me. It definitely looks blue to me in this picture. What do you think? There's also Rioja Red Metallic, and that comes with a black ebony top. There's Smoked Pearl Metallic. That also comes with an ebony top. That has a nice color. And this, on the website, it has what seems like a light shade of green to it, but it looks really interesting. I'd like to see that color in person. Then here, and it looks like it's the last of the black tops, cars with the black top. This is dark moon blue metallic, and it's got the ebony top as well. Looks really good too. This is attractive. The Summit white with the MALBEC top. That looks really nice. And then you can get the ebony twilight. You can get the black with the MALBEC top. And then you can go, you can go red on red here with the Rioja red metallic and that MALBEC top. And then we got a few more colors to go through. This looks nice. The Summit white with the sweet mocha top. That's attractive. The ebony twilight metallic with the sweet mocha. I don't know about that. They could have picked some other colors to throw over that brown convertible top. But we'll see if we might be able to mix and match that. I don't know if that's possible. Probably not. Let's look at this last color. Now this dark moon blue metallic with the brown convertible top, it looks okay in this rendering, but I bet you in person that probably looks pretty good. So those are the colors. Let's go take a look at the features. So for features, Buick, and for the features for this Cascadia, Buick has several modules. They have exterior features, interior features, safety, connectivity, and performance features. So let's go ahead and start with the exterior, and then we'll just work our way on through. After we get done with the performance, maybe we'll go check a few specs, and then we'll do the build and price. Check a few remaining specs. But probably we won't, because by the time we get through all these features, we should probably know everything that's going to come with the Cascadia, specifically the Sport Touring trim. Okay, so for exterior, they say that the Cascadia is a stylish 4-passenger convertible, right? Distinct design, innovative soft top, array of color options, which we just looked at, reflect the pure fun of the open road. I think the car is attractive. So here they are going on about their dynamic color combinations again, which we saw them, and some of them are quite attractive. So what do they say? Features a variety of soft top exterior colors. You can match your unique personality. Doesn't say anything about being able to piece together your own exterior color with convertible top. That would be unique, but that might be asking a lot for Buick. So 2 things that you can do: open your world and style for the open road, they're saying with the exterior. Over here under Open Your World, easy activation transforms your Cascadia into an open air convertible in just 17 seconds. And you can lower that convertible top at speeds up to 31 miles an hour. And putting the top back down putting the top back up, I should say, only takes 2 seconds more. So 19 seconds to put the top up. Over here under Styled for the Open Road, chrome details, sculpted lines, distinctive LED accented tail lights. You can actually see the LEDs right up there. Contribute to the 2019 Cascadia Convertible's captivating exterior. It is a nice shape. All right, let's find out about this Sport Touring Edition. Dial up Cascadia's design with the Sport Touring Edition, the only trim offered in the exclusive Sport Red exterior color. Sport Touring features 20-inch dynamic twin-spoke aluminum wheels with blacked-out pockets for a unique athletic look. And then over here, check this out. Sport Touring with Dark Effects package. Now that looks nice. The boldest expression of Cascadia's style. The available Dark Effects package fortifies Cascadia's Sport Touring's athletic personality with gloss black trim, unique body color accents, and 3 exterior color options. Summit white, which is what they're showing, ebony twilight, metallic, and the Sport red. I think I like that Dark Effects package. And then last but not least, under exterior features, they offer this air deflector. I haven't seen an air deflector like this since, like, say, a Mercedes SL. You'll see air deflectors like this on a Mercedes SL. So it says to make top-down driving more comfortable, they have 2 available air deflectors. One option covers the entire back row to help prevent rear airflow from reaching the front. The other diverts unwanted wind while still accommodating rear passengers. So you probably want both, depending on, how you're riding around most of the time. Okay, let's find out about the Cascadia's interior. It says intricately weaving premium materials, luxurious textures, innovative technologies. This is a luxury convertible designed to elevate your open air experience. Let's find out. Look at the textures on the seats, actually, before we find out. Look at the texture on the seat. You see that? Nice. Here we go. The Sport Touring gets that flat bottom steering wheel. Check it out. Tailored for the true driving enthusiast. That's me. Sport Touring pairs its striking exterior with a racing-inspired interior equipped with alloy sport pedals, look like just like the ones that come on the Mercedes, with a flat-bottom steering wheel. I like it. It's a nice touch. I don't know how I feel about this trim. I like to see it in person, but I think it looks good. It's a good-looking, they put it together pretty nicely. And yeah, there's a lot of buttons here, but after you drive this car and you own this car for a while, you actually know where all the buttons were. Okay, the Sport Touring with the Dark Effects package adds bold elements to the Cascadia Sport Touring trim with distinctive styling details such as red stitching on the seats. You can also get heated front seats and a steering wheel. That's pretty cool. When outside temperatures drop, Cascadia's heated front seats and heated leather-wrapped steering wheel keep you nice and warm. Let's see. Then they have electronic seatbelt presenter. Electronic seatbelt presenter. So this thing extends itself out. Simply close the door, turn the key, and the front electronic seatbelt presenter will slide forward to make reaching the seatbelt easier. That's pretty cool. And then there's easy entry rear seating. Cascadia makes it easy to enter the back seat. Simply start to flip the front seat backward, and the seat automatically moves up to make room. Interesting. Simply start to flip the front seat forward, right? So as soon as you start to tilt this seat forward, it just automatically knows to move up, just slide up ahead. That's cool. So here they're talking about their cargo space. It's an impressive 13.4 cubic feet of trunk space. Creating even more space is as simple as folding the 50-50 split rear seats. So you can add more by simply folding down the seats. It's got an all-season convertible, right? When temperatures rise, Cascadia helps keep you cool and comfortable with advanced features such as heat-reflective seating. When it's chilly, the heated steering wheel, heated front seats, and thermal barrier in the soft top provide warm relief. Okay, under safety features, let's see. Peace of mind is the ultimate luxury. That's why Cascadia offers a comprehensive suite of safety features that work together to give you confidence each time you take the wheel. Let's find out about them. First and foremost, they have a 5-star overall vehicle score for safety, the highest overall vehicle score given by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So that's comforting to know that. Some notable safety features: forward collision alert and lane departure warning. With a lane departure warning, it's available, right? It's an optional feature. Provides alerts to help you avoid crashes due to unintentionally drifting out of your lane when your turn signal is not activated. And over here under forward collision alert, it's also an optional feature, right? Now, if it detects a front-end collision is imminent while following a detected vehicle, it alerts you to a potential crash. It also alerts you if you're following a detected vehicle too closely. I think that's a great option there, because a lot of people these days ride your bumper. I think everybody should have that sensor in their car to tell them to have a proper following distance. So that's pretty cool. Okay, looks like we have some rollover protection. See, hidden beneath the rear seats are high-strength steel pop-up roll bars. When the possibility of a rollover is detected, pop-up bars deploy and are designed to extend nearly 14 inches to approximately the height of the windshield, right? That's going to protect you from getting your head smashed, possibly. And then, of course, there's OnStar, and that's an available feature. That means it's optional, right? By your side, you'll feel confident and ready for the road ahead. It's got available features such as automatic crash response and emergency services and roadside assistance. One of my favorite things with new cars is their new car connectivity, technology, your audio and all that. I'm really big on that stuff. So here we are at the connectivity features for the Cascadia. It says it's got standard navigation, available built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot. Staying connected on the go is simple and convenient. I think it's pretty cool that they have standard navigation, right? You experience the convenience of real-time maps, turn-by-turn directions, and more with the Cascadia Convertible's standard navigation system. I know a lot of vehicles with a much higher price point that do not offer navigation as standard. Okay, and then there's the My Buick app, and then they're going to talk a little bit more about this 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot. Here's the deal. I did a video on the Buick Connected Services. It's really good video, and the Buick Connected Services is really they give you a lot of stuff. You're probably going to be interested in it if you're looking at this Buick review. So I'm going to put a link up to the Buick Connected Services. Okay, so My Buick app. The available My Buick app lets you perform a number of vehicle functions right from your mobile device. You can remotely start and stop your car. You can lock and unlock doors. You can check your tire pressure. You can get real-time diagnostics from almost anywhere when you find out something's going on with your phone. Or, sorry, your car. Here's the deal. With that Buick Connected Services, there's a thing where if there's an issue that pops up with your car, you can even get notified and told what it is. So you want to definitely check that out. And then, of course, you have that Wi-Fi hotspot. So that's cool there. That's pretty much self-explanatory. And me, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm always on the fence about cars having built-in Wi-Fi, because really the deal is most phones, and you have other ways that you can tether devices, and you always you got to pay extra for that. That's not a free Wi-Fi hotspot. You got to pay additional for that. So I'm always on the fence with the Wi-Fi hotspot thing. All the manufacturers are doing it, but yeah. Oh, and then here's that thing on Buick Connected Services, right? So I won't get into that. Like I said, I put a link up, but Buick Connected Services is pretty cool. All right, let's move on. I think we have one more module to go. We do. Performance. Let's take a look at performance. So, at the center of this car's thrilling performance is a turbocharged engine, advanced suspension, and that rewards you with a smooth and seamless ride, so says Buick. I'm a wheel guy, so we got to stop for wheel options. Depending on the Cascadia trim level you choose, you'll get a distinct 20-inch wheel that complements the rest of your vehicle's eye-catching color. And see, that's what I was talking about. Even if you don't want to spend almost $40,000, you can still get the base model, and you still get 20-inch wheels on it. They're just different 20-inch wheels. So we can see these are the twin-spoke, bicolor finish, standard on the Premium. These are the wheels that are standard on the Sport Touring. And then these are the standard wheels on the 1SV, right? So you're still getting 20-inch wheels, and that's pretty cool. And that really does add to the visual design. That really makes the car pop, those big wheels. Okay, you got smooth handling and StabiliTrack. And see, now that I know the wheel combinations, I know that this is a 1SV that they're showing right here. Cascadia enables nimble handling and heightened confidence behind the wheel, thanks in part to a rigid chassis at the core of the convertible's refined driving dynamics. And then there's StabiliTrack. Now, what does this do? This gives you more confidence on icy, wet, or uneven roads. StabiliTrack automatically intervenes when it senses loss of traction to help maintain control. And then you've got this better strut front suspension, hipper strut front suspension. Cascadia's innovative hyper strut, front suspension is engineered to help you enjoy more direct, linear steering response. I bet you the car handles pretty good. And even if it has a little more weight on it than some of its competitors, I bet you for most folks, they won't even notice that. Okay, let's just check some model highlights for the specs and just a couple other things. We won't spend a lot of time here. We can see that the Buick infotainment system with the navigation and 7-inch diagonal color touchscreen, that's standard on this car. The front leather pointed sport bucket seat, so that makes me think that maybe there's not leather in the back. You've got that 1.6-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine that's pretty peppy. We got that 6-speed automatic transmission for collision alert, the lane departure warning, the front and rear park assist, and rain sense automatic wipers. That's all standard equipment for this car. You also get the automatic on-off headlamps with tunnel detection. That's standard. Under interior options or standard features, we've got that 10-way power driver and front passenger seat, standard, 12-volt power outlets, airbag system, alloy sport pedals. You've got the audio system with 7 speakers. You've got the Bluetooth. You have Buick Connected Access with 10 years of standard connectivity. I talk about that in the Buick Connected Services. And then you've got that 7-inch infotainment. We know about that. You've got the built-in LGE 4G LTE. There it is, right here it is, right there. Built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot. That's standard. Cruise control is standard. The dark effects package is optional. That's available. You got a rear defogger, driver confidence package. That's standard. We'll learn about that when we get over to the build-in price. right? You've got the driver information center, the dual zone automatic climate control, easy entry system for rear seats, flat bottom leather wrapped steering wheel, forward collision alert. Let's find out about that driver information system. It's just right in the center, in between your speedometer and your tachometer, and that includes driver personalization, warning messages, average vehicle speed and fuel economy, fuel range, trip odometer, trip pressure, and oil life. Those are all things that you can find in this driver information center. Doesn't sound like they offer a digital speedometer though, which I'm really big on. So we already know this, but it's got the forward collision alert, front and rear park assist, which we didn't know. That's the sensors on your bumper, so when you're parking in spaces, you're not like going to bump into the vehicles in front or behind you. It's got those leather front seats. The heated driver and front passenger seats are standard. Apparently a horn is standard. I didn't even think they needed to add that. Inside rear view auto dimming mirror, standard. We can get jet black perforated leather appointed seat trim, so we can upgrade our seats. Keys, lane departure warning, those are both standard. Leather wrap shift knob, standard. OnStar and Buick Connected Services, standard. Passenger sensing system, standard. Right? Quiet tuning. What's quiet tuning if you don't know? Well, it's exclusive Buick technology. Combines several technologies to help reduce, block, and absorb unwanted sounds before they enter the cabin. That's standard. Quiet tuning. Rear vision camera. That's standard. Remote start with remote keyless entry. Standard. Seat adjuster. Front passenger. 8-way power. Well, we know ours is 10. They said 10 we saw. And then we've got the rest of this. I'm just going to kind of go through it a little bit. I won't read the rest of them. If you want to catch the rest of them, just simply pause the video. All right, cool. Let's move on. Just to run through our standard safety, you got the airbag system, that automated rollover pop-up bars. We just read about that, so you know those. The Buick Connected Access daytime running lights, forward collision alert, front and rear park assist, lane departure warning, rear park assist, rear vision camera. You've got all your seatbelt stuff, your StabiliTrak is standard, tire pressure monitors there. Let's check a few other things. I want to just check kind of seating capacity. Front headroom, 37.8 inches. Front leg room, 42.2. Front shoulder room is 54.6. That's pretty good. I had a 2015 BMW X1 that had shoulder room of about 54. So that's a good size for a small little convertible. Then you got headroom of 36.1 inches. Right, you got your rear leg room. You've got your rear shoulder room. Your wheelbase is 106. Your overall length is 184. That's about the length of a C-Class Mercedes. You got an overall width, 72. Height, 56. You got your base curb weight. Yeah, it is tipping the scales at almost 4,000 pounds. It's pretty heavy. I'll give them that. Rear track, 62.5, and your front is 62.5. Fuel efficiency, we already know. Let's find out what our basic warranty is. One scheduled maintenance visit within first year of vehicle delivery. Service consists of AC Delco oil and filter change, tire rotation, and whatever MPVI. Does not include air filters, so you get one visit a year. Bumper to bumper, 4-year, $50,000. You get a powertrain warranty of 6 years, $70,000. Roadside assistance, 6-year or 70,000 miles. And then you got a rust warranty of 4-year, 50,000 miles, right? Or rust through 6 years and unlimited miles. All right, let's look into these capabilities really fast, and then we'll do the build and price. I just want to be very thorough because that's what these reviews are about. This is a build, price, and review, and that means that we're going to go through the whole thing. So when we get to the build part, you actually know everything there is to know about this car. You walk away knowing something about the car. So capabilities just gives us the high points. Drivetrain is front-wheel drive. The engine is a direct injection engine. Goes over our horsepower and torque numbers again. Tells us what our axle ratio is, our rear axle ratio, our front axle ratio. Tells us what type of fuel. We run gas, and it's a 1.6-liter turbo. All right, now let's go to the build and price. Okay, so here we are in the Sport Touring. We've selected it. It's $37,995. It only comes in front-wheel drive. And it only comes in one engine, with one engine option. So let's go over the colors and pick one out. Okay, so Seems like the Cascada Sport Touring only comes in 3 colors. You're either going to get Sport Red, Summit White, or Ebony Twilight. So I know I don't really, I know I don't want to do black. I know I don't want to do a black car. I oftentimes do white cars because I think they look nice. The Summit White is attractive. It is attractive. And I do like the Sport Red. I'm kind of not really sure which one I want to do. Let's do the Sport Red. Let's do the Sport Red. That's the one they keep showing on their website. They're obviously proud of that one. They really like that color combination. So let's do the Sport Red. And then, oh, we have choices of tops here. Now, what top? See, now the cool thing is that the Summit White, you're going to be able to mix and match your tops a little bit better. But that's okay. Now, we do the red with the black top. I know I don't want to do red on red because that MALBEC is just a shade of red, right? Acoustically and thermally insulated, requires exterior colors. Oh, say, so you have to do Rioja Red, Summit White, or Ebony Twilight. Right, gotcha. So that's not even an option for us. And probably the Sweet Mocha requires Ebony Twilight or Summer White. So it looks like we're doing a black top no matter what, unless we want to change the exterior color. So we're going to do the Sport Red with the Ebony convertible top, the black top, and let's take a look at oh, wait a minute. Interior color, jet black, perforated leather appointed seats. Yeah, I want the black leather as opposed to the light neutral seat option. Let's go to the packages and see what there is to put on this one. Because the Cascada Sport Touring is so highly optioned, there's not much to do. And it's only going to cost you $125 to throw the dark effects package on. And what is that all going to give us? Let's hit the information button. And that's going to give us glossy black mirror caps. That's right here. Gloss black grille over here. Body color fog lamp accents and rear accent moldings. So the fog lights are down in here. So you got body color fog light lamp accents and rear accent molding. So that's going to be down in this area. Red stitching, red seat stitching on seats, doors, and instrument panel. Piano black trim decor on doors. Do they show us other pictures? There's the stitching. There's the piano black. And yeah, that's it. So we're going to select that. And yeah, add the stitching. Add the stitching. It's just 1 1/4. I think it's certainly worth it. The car is $38,120, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's basically a $40,000 convertible, but this $40,000 convertible is going to have everything on it. Whereas if you got a BMW or a Mercedes or an Audi, then your entry price might be $45,000 or $50,000. You have a base model, seriously. So that's why I'm saying this is a lot of car for the money. And if you even got the 1SV, it's a lot of car for the money then, because it's only $33,000. Okay, under exterior, no options. You got the standard wheel and you got the standard 6-speed transmission. There are no wheel upgrades to be had on this particular car. Same deal on the interior. We've got the Buick infotainment system. We've got the leather appointed seats. We've got the red stitching in our included shadow package that we got. And then do we want the all-weather floor mats? Of course we want the all-weather floor mats. They're only $150. Let's go ahead and throw those on there. We're still under $39,000. Let's check the accessories. I normally don't get into accessories, and I think I already know what they are, but let's go take a look at them real fast. Yes, it is what I usually think it is. So, under here, under vehicle electronics, for instance, General Motors, which Buick is still part of General Motors. Down here under the accessories, they kind of throw these accessories in, and they're not related to any particular make or model of General Motors vehicle, but it's just kind of, do you want, for instance, the car care kit or the car wash and wax kit, right? That's what I mean by that. So we're going to skip over the accessories, and let's just jump over to the summary. Okay, so the car started at $37,000, and it was already optioned. There was not really much to get. I mean, we got one package that was $125. What was that package called again? Yeah, the Dark Effects package. That was $125. And then we got a few options, right? Selected options, which was already standard on this car. The only thing we really threw on here was what? The all-weather floor mats. So the price of this car, $37,000 basically to start, and we ended up at $38,270 all in. Now, if you like this car, I'm going to go ahead and print off this build summary, and then I'll get a link because I'm going to upload it to my file sharing site called MediaFire, and that'll give me a link. And I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the description. So if you like the build and price on this car, or you just want to have the specs for information, you can now download the build summary right in the description below. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you've made it to the end, you're super awesome. I really appreciate that. Do like, share, and subscribe. I promise I'm going to keep turning out good, high-quality content. Other than that, have a wonderful day.